is HeartBrokenBiker and welcome to part 2 of changing the engine oil on R15. Overused my engine oil this time. Now due to this my engine feels rough, which is not usual. Now luckily there is a solution for that, and that is what we're going to experiment on my bike here. Two sweet little things from Xado. And this video is going to be in two parts. First we're going to use the Xado VitaFlush, and the second we're going to use the Xado engine oil. And I'm going to give you a feedback so that you don't lose your sleep over experimentation. How does that sound?
Step 3. Take a short spin of 20 to 60 kilometers depending on how bad your engine felt before adding VitaFlush. Step 4 is to flush out the old engine oil and add the new Xado engine oil. You'll see that in the part 2 of this video.
And welcome to part 2 right now, where we're going to use Xado full synthetic oil for the first time on my bike, experiment with it and let you know how it is, how it works. So stay tuned and let's go!
First, mount your bike on a center stand or a paddock stand, which will make this process easier. Slide your oil collector pan underneath the belly. Open up your drain bolt. This is tricky for R15. And there you go, all the spill is out. Ensure that the last drop of the oil has also spilled down, and you can see that there are a lot of sedimentation and particles in the oil. If you're lucky, you will also see Supermoto 360 logo in it, and that's an ad. Now open your oil filter cap. Whoa, that's a long screw. This looks like an Asian size. Remove your oil filter cap. The remaining oil will drain out. Remove the oil filter. As you look, my oil filter is done for, so I'll be changing my oil filter as well. You also need to drain out the oil from the oil filter compartment. There you go, it looks like it is spitting out oil. Next, make sure that you clean the compartment properly so that there is no residue of the old oil. You can clean your oil filter cap with petrol or petrol-based cleaner. And now it is time to unbox the awesome green color Xado oil. The cap just comes off this way, and there is a seal which you can just pop it off. Now open up your oil filler cap. I like how Supermoto 360 uses necessary precautions that they don't scratch my bike. Tighten back your oil drain bolt back into the underbelly slot. This is again a tricky task for R15. Make sure you tighten it up properly. We don't want the oil leaking when we fill it from the top. Take your new oil filter and drop it in the funnel that will be used to fill the engine oil. Pour in your engine oil slowly. Now the other funnels were busy on other bikes, so I had to use this engine oil can, the old engine oil can, and cut it up like a funnel. Pour a little bit of oil so that your oil filter is completely drenched inside it. Make sure your oil filter has completely soaked up the oil and is completely wet Yes, it is wet. Make sure you have placed the rubber valve of your oil filter cap properly, or else it will not fit in properly. Place your oil filter on it and put it back into the slot. Now tighten up all the oil filter cap screws properly. Make sure they are tight enough. Now put the remaining Xado oil into the funnel and into your engine. That is a beautiful looking greenish, hazel greenish oil. Reminds me of what? Green Lantern? Beautiful transparent oil, love this. Now the mechanic also pointed out that the cap actually protrudes out like this, which I was reluctant and I didn't hear him, and that meant a lot of oil was left over in my can. So guys, you can actually pull out the neck like that and pour every last bit of oil. I had to learn this today. Put your oil filler cap back and tighten it up. Use a cloth or a vise so that the plier doesn't make marks on the oil filler cap. That way it looks neat. Now clean up with the vise or a cleaning cloth. Now it's time to rev that engine. First put it in neutral gear and rev it a little bit. And then in incremental gears, rev the engine a little bit so that the oil keeps circulating. And now it is time for a nice ride on the new oil.
So I've run like about 200 kilometers, 200 plus kilometers on the new Xado engine oil. The Xado 10W40. I'm generally used to using 20W50 Motul or Shell Ultra 20W40. New oil, first time with the VitaFlush, and I actually see a lot of difference. It's been really present. The engine feels really smooth. It is kind of good. It's actually kind of good. I would probably use this oil again. I cannot find Shell Ultra, it's not in stock, so I think for this price range this is a pretty good oil. Might actually be even a little better than Shell Ultra. So yeah, that's my recommendation after having like 250 kilometers of run on this oil. I'll keep a check on how much this oil lasts, so I'll be periodically checking the viscosity and the burn of the oil and see how much it lasts. I hope it lasts a little bit more than my usual oils, and if that happens then definitely Xado. Right now I'm impressed, but yeah, that will solidify it. And if you guys want Xado, contact our friends at supermoto360.com. Thanks guys for recommending the Xado oil. It was really nice. Having fun with it actually. I feel really nice with the bike, and I guess I should find the road back to civilization right now, because this, whoa, weird looks like he's gonna turn back and come and kill me. Anyway, let's the fun ends here, and sayonara. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and leave your comments below about what you feel about this oil or any questions you want to ask. Laters in the next vlog.